Yo, yo, yoey. I wasn't prepared. I really wasn't prepared for what my opening thing would be. Uh, let's bring it in. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. 15 minutes until kickoff. We are getting ready for a again, yeah, like Archer says, feeling pretty good. The lineup is something. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Obviously, we'll do bingo as well. We'll talk about the lineups because we have them both. However, actually, I have just noticed I've made this on my lineup thing. I have made it a bit impossible for me to actually work this out. There we go. That's gonna be a little bit better, hopefully. Yeah, but excuse me. Good game today, hopefully, and one we should definitely be winning, regardless of, you know, regardless of what's going on in terms of the squad. We should be winning this game, no matter what. Sorry, some of my stuff is just not working at all. I really don't know why. Hello? Okay, that's working now. Bizarre. Let me get the chat up because I haven't done that yet. What about chat? I need to do more like interacty stuff with the chat. And because I used to do the polls and stuff for the grayscale, we don't do that anymore, obviously, because I don't do that live anymore. So I do want to do some polls and stuff. And I think what I will do is just I'm gonna start a really simple poll, just because I think this will also I think this will also just kind of like it will kind of show the proportion of fans in the live stream. I think that'll be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put up a poll. I'll leave it up for ages, and we'll do this real quick. What bang? So we'll leave that up for as long as it can be. Yeah, again, we'll talk about the lineup in a little bit here. There is some questionable things, but rotation is important. And obviously, we have Liverpool next, so very big games. So we just have so many big games. And if you ask me which game is going to be more tough to win, Liverpool or this one, it's going to be Liverpool. That's going to be the more difficult game to win. So, you know. Okay, that's up. This is our match today. I will not forget to do it. Wabang. Chelsea vs Benfica, the second round of the group stages, and it's at the Bridge under the lights. A big UCL game under the lights. You love to see it. And now I need to remember how to do this thing again because I always forget. I always forget. I always do. I do this every single time, and I never remember. Hopefully that works. Woohoo! Let's move into wabang. Let's move into the pre-match screen. And hopefully that's not out of kilter. Oh, it's a little bit out of kilter. God damn. I thought that would happen. Right, let's go through the bingo first. Now, I will say, as well, before I do this, I have a takeaway coming, and it's been late. It was supposed to turn up before the stream started, but it hasn't turned up yet. So it's going to turn up in about 10-15 minutes, I would imagine, maybe even longer, and I might have to leave the stream. So that might be what the free space is if a goal goes in whilst I'm not here, because that might actually happen. Because... yeah, but in terms of everything else, we have some of the normal stuff, some new stuff. We've got Forgot the Timer, as always. I'll try not to forget the timer, but it always happens. We have Bonagote, player of the match, because I reckon he's going to have a really good game today. I don't know why. I've summoned him. It's one of those, Mystic Mono kind of things in my head. I feel like Bonanotte is going to have a really good game. Likewise, down here further, we've actually got him getting a goal or assist, because I think he's going to be playing really well. We have a clean sheet. Which is also kind of counteracted by the fact that I've predicted that we're going to win this game 2-1. You guys can leave your score predictions in chat as well. And yeah, let's go back up to the top. We have Big Ben Solid again. I think Benoit Badiashile on his return game, he's going to have a very comfortable game. We have a Golazo for Garnacho. We have an Esteval bench appearance because he is on the bench. Again, we'll talk about that in a bit. Caicedo enemy number 1. We know what this is. This happens all the time. Sanchez one to save again. On second look again. Unlikely goal scorer again. We have Mono Rap Gods on comms. You guys will have to call me out on this in chat, so I know if I do this, because I can't tell that I'm doing it at times. So this is just basically when I'm just talking too quickly for you to really even actually understand what I'm saying, because I'm just trying to commentate too quickly. We have Guy returns. He is on the bench, not starting. Hopefully he can get some game time. I really would like that. I feel kind of bad for him not really, getting any game time since he's been recalled, since he was at Sunderland. We have, the free space again. That might be for the takeaway. We have Maresca Ball in full flow. We have Mono Swears at referees as usual. We have classic Mourinho antics. Now, this is specifically for if he's, doing his, God, this is such a weird thing to explain, but you know how Mourinho often does that thing where he makes kind of overt gestures when he's kind of reacting to certain things, and he's clearly doing it to get it on camera, right? Like he'll do like the over the top kind of reactions to referee calls or what have you. That's kind of what this is for. We have a worldie. We have over 2 Argentina players. In fact, we can already tick this off because 3 of them were starting today, and I didn't expect them to. So, yeah, we've got 3 Argentinians in the team. Obviously, we've already gone over my prediction. Ref call screws Chelsea. Again, standard. We have Ty in the sky. Now, this is a really specific one. This is just for Ty if he gets a goal. But I'm more trying to think that this will be a headed goal. I don't know why. I feel like he's gonna win a header and he's gonna score a header today. So that's why Ty in the sky. We have again the Notte goal/assist as we spoke about earlier. Weird sub as normal. We have box crasher. This is for of course Enzo Fernandez getting a goal from that box crashing run that he often does, and then we get the first win in the groups. Now we have about 10 minutes until kickoff. We will go through the lineups. If my thing would stop lagging. Hello. There we go. So, firstly, let's look at Benfica's team. They've got a nice graphic, finally. The last graphic they did back when we faced them in the Club World Cup was absolutely disgusting, so thank God this one's here. And you will notice from that Club World Cup game, there are some kind of, familiar players in the team. Obviously, Trubin's there again. We have Antonio Silva, who, again, these two were really, really annoying against us in that Club World Cup game. We have Frederick Asnus, again. He's going to be really annoying. Sudakov, Luka Bacchio, Pavlidis, Samuel Dahl, Nicholas Otamendi, obviously Richard Rios, who played against us. The only kind of really new names that they have Dedic here, who I believe is going to be playing on the right-hand side of the 4. It's just they had their graphic last time was just really annoying for so. Maybe I'm thinking it might have been a different team, but I think it was Benfica that basically took like half an hour to put like their graphic out. So I was scrambling to try and make my own graphic, and then they eventually put it out like 10 minutes before I had to start stream. So I was like, oh, for God's sake. Dedic on this right hand side, he's probably going to be the right back today. Maybe it might be Dahl. I'm not sure which way around they're playing, but Google seems to think that he's playing on the right of the 4. The only other one is Enzo Barrenechea, who's going to be playing in the middle. Richard Rios from Palmeiras? I don't know. It might be the same bloke. I don't think it is, but I think he played against us. Last time as well. And then they have Sudakov, who I think is going to be playing off the left. It's really weird because Mourinho teams we know are usually in that 4-2-3-1, but this seems to be more of a 4-3-3. So we'll have to see how they set up in game. As for Chelsea, though, our lineup is very bizarre because it is very rotated. Now, I think it's a very strong kind of start with Sanchez in there, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. We do have a very good core in the centre, though, with Cucurella, Caicedo, and Enzo playing. Obviously, Pedro Neto seems to be playing off of the right-hand side, Garnacho off of the left, and Buonanotte in the 10, with Tyreek George up top. On the bench, there's a few interesting things. We have Max Merrick. He's probably not going to get off the bench, let's be honest, but as a goalkeeper, but he is on there. We have Josh on the bench. We have Esteval on the bench. We have Guillou on the bench. We have Reggie Walsh on the bench again. Maybe he gets some game time. And an interesting one is Romeo Lavia. Now, I reckon Lavia might be starting the Liverpool game. So, I don't think he's going to get an appearance here. But, Bingo Card should have had a Jose chant. I think we'll welcome him back. Yeah, we can count that as the free space if we need to. But yeah, so I think this is pretty standard for us, honestly. So if we bring the team in here, I don't think there's going to be too many kind of interesting things going around here. Obviously, Benoit Badiashiel's back in the lineup, which is good to see. Good to see him back from his injury. I think we're going to kind of see, a 4-2-3-1 this time around, rather than what we often see with the kind of, the 4-3-3. I think we see Garnacho on the left, we see Neto on the right, and George up top. I think this is very standard. In terms of inverted fullbacks, this is where it gets a bit interesting, because I reckon the way that we set this up, we are probably going to be doing the more aggressive style of playing both of our fullbacks in the invert at times. And what will end up happening is that Buonanotte will come out to the right-hand side with Enzo going high, and then either or Cucurella or Gusto will come into the midfield, depending on what side of the pitch the ball is on. And sometimes even we'll kind of go into this back two, and we'll see, Garnacho or Enzo kind of push up high with George, and then, you know, we get Cucurella in here, that type of thing. We see that 2-2-4-2 that we often see. We don't really do that as much when we have James in the team. When we have Gusto in the team, that happens a bit more often. So we might see that. Again, we've beaten this team before. I don't think we're going to be sitting back and being a bit passive. I think we're going to go quite gung-ho at them, which would be nice. Also, I've just realised, obviously, my graphic for George has him as a left winger. He doesn't really play a left wing for us anymore, so I might have to change that at this point. But yeah, he kind of plays everywhere at this point. But that is the team. We've got 5 minutes until kickoff. I will move into... You know, actually, what I will do is I'm going to Control Z all of this stuff, so I don't have to do it later, because I always forget. I'm not gonna forget this time. Bang, 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 bang. Boom. Okay, we go into this one. Wabang. It's working. Thank God it wasn't working earlier, and I was hoping it was. All of the graphics on screen were just weren't appearing before, so that's good. It's actually working. Thank God. Yeah, we will get into the game in about 4 minutes. We're having a little bit of a promo package with Chelsea and Mourinho, it seems like. It's very loud. Oh, and before I forget as well, let me do... I need to remind myself to change my chat rules to say if you post spoilers, it's an instant ban. Liquidator is blaring out of Stamford Bridge. I still hate the "We Hate Tottenham" chant. It pisses me off beyond belief. I don't know why a big section of the fan base does that. It sounds so much better when it's just a clack. Oh my God, James Milner's one of the referees. one of the assistant refs looks like James Milner. Is my joke there. All right. We do hate Tottenham. I just don't like it in the Liquidator. I don't like how our, you know, it's the Liquidator is supposed to be a thing that represents us as a club, and I don't like the idea of, you know, us hating Tottenham being a part of our identity. That's just a thing that comes with the cause. It's so much better when it's just the 4 claps and then Chelsea, in my opinion. Maybe that's me being a bit of an old head. That's me being a bit of an unk. It's a very new age thing. It wasn't a thing back in the day. We have the same commentary person that we usually had in our Conference League games, so that's a good omen. I forget what his name is, but I recognise his voice. We'll have to see once it goes up. Oh, sorry, I'm just enjoying the Champions League anthem. Champions League anthem blaring out at Stamford Bridge. It's exactly where we're supposed to be. I'm praying that Garnacho has a good game here. Actually, kind of, low-key, I think that Pedro Neto might have a really good game as well. So I don't think that Benfica, despite them being a Mourinho team now, I don't think that they're going to sit back particularly against us. I think they will try and press at times. And that kind of lends into Pedro Neto's game. I almost forgot the timer. I almost forgot immediately. I am going to remember. Yeah, so for us, it seems pretty standard in terms of the TNT graphics are putting us up in the same way that I kind of expected. Although they've put Enzo on the right-hand side, which I don't think is going to happen. Interesting thing is that Buonanotte has a different graphic because he was a late addition to the squad. So he actually has a different graphic to everyone else. That's fun. Good to see a nice kind of hearty cheer for Trevor Chalobah despite his recent mistakes. Big cheer goes out for Moises Caicedo. Oh, big jeers are coming out from the away fans when Enzo Fernandez is announced as well. That's very funny. I remember there being reports of there almost being a physical altercation between the two boards when we were trying to negotiate that deal. Bro, that was a great summer. I love that. Alejandro Garnacho. So we've got German referee, Daniel Siebert. And we've got Polish assistants, it seems like. The captains will exchange their crests now. It's Otamendi and Enzo, the two Argentinians. So it has, okay, so in the TNT graphic actually has them in a 4-2-3-1. Which is what I expected, but the graphic kind of on Google had it as a 4-3-3. So it will be Richard Rios and Barrenechea who are the two holders. They've put Arsenis in the 10 here, Sudakov on the left, Luka Bacchio on the right, and then Pavlidis obviously up top. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. This could be a very, very good game for us. Oh, I've got a really good feeling about today. I really do. Santos has been banished. No, I think Santos is probably might genuinely be starting the Liverpool game. I think apart from that one mistake he had for the kind of stitched Chalobah up, I think it was actually really, really good. It depends on how much Lavia plays today. If Lavia doesn't play at all, I think Lavia starts in the Liverpool game. Then again, this is a really big game as well. So we've had to do rotation, but, you know, not as much as we could. It will be Benfica who are kicking off from left to right. And here we go. Long ball from Benfica from the back. We'll be aiming for Pavlidis. Big Ben is there. Good touch from Garnacho immediately. And he's immediately hacked down. We could have continued playing there, ref. Kind of annoying that you've stopped it there. Let's get the chat up. There we go. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Interesting to see immediately that Enzo is playing high up, with Caicedo kind of left on his own. Ty also trying to drop deep to kind of create things here. Here's Caicedo. Buonanotte into Ty. Great little one-touch football from Chelsea. And Enzo's been hacked down. That's Enzo Fernandez for the record. There is two Enzos in the opposite teams. I will try and specify when I can. I'll try and say Enzo for their player because his last name is harder to pronounce. Here's Pedro Neto on the right side. Drifts inside. Oh, there was an option for a pass, but he goes back. Here is Neto again. Gusto to Chalobah, who should be very sharp in his play today. Hopefully, there is a Jose Mourinho chant going out, and he has been, you know, picked up by the cameras despite the game going on. Kind of frustrating. Pedro Neto holds off his man well. And he will switch it out to the left-hand side. Here's Garnacho. To Cucurella. Chalobah once again. Caicedo. We're seeing a kind of lack of what's the word? Lack of ability to get it through the first line at the moment. And the ball will go out for a throw here, and I think it will be for Benfica. Oh, it was actually a Chelsea throw in the end. It's back with Trevor Chalobah. His pass out to Neto is a bit hospital, but he does retrieve it. Here's Caicedo. I really want to see Caicedo turning in the middle there. He needs to get a shout. Like, someone needs to tell him he's got more time than he has so he can turn around because he keeps playing it backwards. Here's Garnacho. Close control on the left-hand side. Gets it to Cucurella, who's in an inverted position. Lovely little ball from him to tie. Into the box from Fernandez, but it will come out. Barrenechea gets the ball away. Good scrapping back from Gusto. I think he wins the ball there, ref. They've given a foul, but on Gusto, I think he actually got the ball there. Good start from us. The first few minutes here. Here's Silva. Silva's given the ball away. Here's Garnacho. Plays it across for Enzo! Oh, good shot from Fernandez. I don't think it was actually intended for him. I think it was supposed to... It's supposed to go to George here, this pass. Or to Buonanotte, rather. It's a good connection on the ball, but the challenge on him kind of stops him from getting full purchase on that. I think he's put off by the opposite Enzo. In fact, the number 5 for Benfica. Also, I do apologise. I don't think my mic will pick it up because of the noise gate and stuff. There are military planes flying over my house every like 10 seconds, so if I'm looking up like that, that's what I'm distracted by. I hope it doesn't pick up. They are very loud. Oh, they've given it away from the back again. It'll be a throw for Chelsea on the right-hand side with Gusto. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Oh, Gusto's been given a hospital pass. Luckily, Caicedo is there to mop up the mistake. Long ball from Chalobah down the right-hand side for Pedro Neto, and he's quick enough to get on the end of this, but he doesn't get the greatest touch, and it will go out for a throw. So is Samuel Dahl playing on the left-hand side for the record, not the right? Long ball from Barrenechea. Enzo wins it in the middle. Caicedo to Garnacho. Lovely little turn from him. Great little reverse pass for Cucurella. Puts it across the box. Oh, it's dealt with. And Cucu's battling away again here as they try and break. It's good work from Richard Rios to get it out to the left-hand side. Samuel Dahl has the overlap, and he will receive the ball now. Oh, it's a really good play into the middle. Oh, Sanchez gets the save. The cross from Rios, I think it was in the end. Straight out the keeper. Good little break, though. Bro, who is that who switches off? Is that Benoit? No, it's actually Chalobah who switches off there and lets that runner go. Here he is on the ball now, though. Benoit Badiashile. Now it's Chalobah again. Into Moises Caicedo, who's got time to get his head up here, and he does spear it to the left-hand side for Garnacho. Great first touch from him. He's going to drive into the box. He's held up very, very well by Dedic in the end. We're seeing that typical Enzo Maresca ball here, where it's going to go out to those wide areas, and it's going to be very dependent on whether our wingers can win the 1v1s. We actually have a left wing tonight. Yeah, for real. High press here from Chelsea. Cucurella will kick the ball out for a throw. Dedic will take. Oh, great work from Benoit Badiashile to win the aerial ball. Oh, Cucurella gives it away, though. Here's Luca Bacchio, rather. Oh, he's going to get it again here. There's a great save from Sanchez, I think. It hits the post and goes out. I'm not sure if it... Did he get a touch on that? I think he did get a touch on that, honestly. Was he onside in the end? He wasn't. I think he's on. He's on as well. It's a really good save from Sanchez, actually. He gets down really quickly. It will be a corner for Benfica. Whipped in by Sudakov, and Sanchez doesn't claim it properly. Oh, Enzo, you might need to just clear that. Pavlidis. And it's cleared by Benoit Badiashile. I think there was a little tiny bit of a mix-up in the middle there between Sanchez and Benoit Badiashile when he tried to claim the ball. Be a throw from the right-hand side from Dedic. They are going to load the box here, it seems, for a long throw. Never mind, they've gone back. Here's Silva. Samuel Dahl. And they've let all the pressure off of us there, just giving us time to get out of the box now. Here's Dedic. Benoit Badiashile's done really well up against Luca Bacchio. He was way too strong for him then. And now Chelsea have a chance to break. Here's Garnacho. No options, so we have to go back. It seems pretty comfortable at the moment. So Benoit Badiashile started pretty well. Here's Cherva Chalobah. Out wide to Pedro Neto. He's been tackled. It'll be a Chelsea throw. Here's Gusto. Badiashile once again. Enzo Fernandez has dropped deep to receive the ball. Can he play the ball forward? Instead, we opt to go to Chalobah, who will spear the ball in the middle. Great pass from him to Buonanotte. Good work from him to get it out to Pedro Neto. Buonanotte again on the right-hand side. He's comfortable in these wide positions. Gusto to Cucurella, to Caicedo, rather. Whipped in from Pedro Neto. It's a terrible, terrible cross, honestly. Doesn't even beat Otamendi. And he's won the ball back here. Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Up against Samuel Dahl. It's a 2v1 here. He can't really do much. Gusto gets it. Great turn from... Oh, really unfortunate from Garnacho. It doesn't break to him. It was a great turn from Buonanotte to get it to him, but the ball just didn't sit kindly enough for him. Ball out to Pedro Neto once again. He's going to go around the outside this time and does get a good ball into the box. He's going to fall to Garnacho. Oh, didn't hit it correctly. It bounced up. It just bounced up awkwardly for him. He couldn't really get a good connection on that. It's good work from Pedro Neto to burst down the right-hand side. Like, Samuel Dahl can't catch him. Yeah, Garnacho's positioning a little bit too far out there. If he's closer in, like more inside the box, he probably actually gets a better connection on that. But danger signs for Benfica already down that right hand side. Spells good things for us. Short goal kick from Benfica. And instead, nope, Trubin will just smash it long. And it's going to fall for Benoit Badiashile. And he will deal with it very comfortably indeed. Here he is again. Oh, bit of a hospital pass, but Caicedo kind of deals with it. It's alright. Good work from Badiashile to get it to Sanchez. He'll play it for Gusto. Lovely little Ronaldo chop to get it away from his man. And he will play it forward now for Ty, who's dropped deep. He gives the ball away from a heavy touch. It's Richard Rios. Silva will look to play the ball forward. There's Rios again. Back to Silva. Here's Otamendi. High press from Chelsea now. Trubin's got to be careful. Oh, he nearly smashes that straight into Ty. And the ball will fall. Every single time the ball goes long, Benoit Badiashile's there. He's done so well so far. The Rolls-Royce defender comes back. Here is Gusto. Here's Cucurella on the left side. It does feel at times that we need just one extra player to drop deep so we can kind of make things happen in the midfield. We have got every single one of their players stuck in their own half now. Here's Garnacho on the left-hand side. He's dropped back to Enzo. He'll switch the play. Long ball from Chalobah to Pedro Neto is a bit too heavy, and by a bit I mean by about 15 yards. It will be a Benfica goal kick. I do appreciate our centre-backs are trying to be a little bit more direct, though. High press from Chelsea again. Trubin will go long. Dealt with once again by Benoit Badiashile, but it will come back at us. Cucurella does well to win the throw, I was about to say, but he doesn't, in fact. They've given it the other way. That's a bad decision that comes off him last, but oh well. Throw from the right hand side. Here's Luca Bacchio. Surrounded by blue shirts, and he somehow will hold the ball up very well there. Pavlidis will get it out to the left hand side. Samuel Dahl making the inverted run. And it's a speculative effort from the left hand side, let's say. From Sudakov. Yeah, Sanchez lets it run out. You know he's got that covered. We're going to try and play it out from the back here. Here's Sanchez. Oh, great ball from him through the middle. Here's Pedro Neto. Gets it to Ty, but Ty just not switched on enough to get to the ball. Man. This is going to be another one of these games, I feel like, where I'm going to be slating Ty up top the entire game, and then second half he's going to turn into a demon. Because he just simply hasn't been anywhere in this game so far. Benoit Badiashile deals with another ball over the top. I feel like I'm going to be a broken record saying that. Enzo tries to play the ball through the middle, but isn't able to, and it's good work from Richard Rios to get past. Here's Luca Bacchio. He's going to try and cut onto his left-hand side. And Rios will take a shot, but Sanchez deals with it. And we're going to break now. Here's Cucurella. Here's Enzo again. Out to Garnacho. Cucurella, who's in an inverted position. And he's been challenged quite heavily from the back, but the referee says it's fine. Play on. They will go all the way back to Trubin, though. Good pressure from Chelsea to stop him from breaking. Oh, Trubin's nearly led it into his own goal with a loose touch. Whew. Ball from Trubin over the top. Who's there? Benoit Badiashile. And he is so strong. He just throws Pavlidis to the floor like he's not even there. He's a child. Here's Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Up against Samuel Dahl. He's already rinsed him once. Can he rinse him again? He's going to go all the way. Oh. Cuts all the way inside. Gets on his left foot and takes a good strike. And it's just whizzes past the far corner. Yeah, Samuel Dahl has got nothing on Pedro Neto. You can't keep up with him. Oh, that's so close. That's about this far away from going in. It's always spinning outwards, though. He kind of didn't get around the ball enough. I did say I think Pedro Neto will have a pretty good game. He's been proving that so far. Long ball from Trubin. I was going to say, guess who? It was actually Trevor Chalobah who dealt with that one. He went all the way into the midfield to win that ball, Trev. So we get so much more balance having a left footer on that side. Here's Gusto in the inverted position. Back to Badiashile. He gets it out to Garnacho. He gets it to Enzo. I feel like Garnacho needs to take his man on a little bit more. He seems a bit reserved. Here's Pedro Neto, who's going to, again, try and run at Samuel Dahl. Instead, he plays the ball into the back post where Garnacho is, and it's ricocheted off. And he learnt from his previous mistake to get into the box and get closer to the goal because he's played the ball across and it's gone in. 1-0. Richard Rios with an own goal. But great work from Neto, the ball to the back post is phenomenal from him, and then the winger to winger style, it's Garnacho who gets on the end of it. Is he offside? Let's see. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I said that's exactly what we want to see from that last chance, and he realised he wasn't close enough to the goal, and he's moved up. Why does Bro have a nose bandage and a black eye? I don't know. I have no idea. Got smacked in the head with the ball. Oh, what is Rios doing? He's finished that like a centre forward. Poor Garnacho, by the way. Both of his kind of goal involvements that he would got have been taken away from him from a opposition player getting a touch on the ball. Like the assist that he was supposed to get in the other game got taken away because it was a deflected. His pass through was deflected. And then this one, he's cut it across and the player's put it into his net. So he doesn't get an assist for that. Here's Samuel Dahl. He's going to try and burst into an inverted channel. He's done really well there, actually. They're a bit out of position here now, with Dahl kind of playing in a centre forward position. Arsenal has gone out there to cover his position. High press from Chelsea once again. Otamendi nearly gives it away to Garnacho, and the subsequent pass for Luca Bacchio will give Chelsea the ball again. Long ball from Sanchez. Great little win in the air from Pedro Neto, but again, Ty just can't get onto the ball. Is Silva, I believe this is, running down the right hand side. Correction, here is Silva. He'll play it left to Otamendi. The high press from Chelsea has really disturbed them here. They're trying to play up against us and they can't do it. Trevor Chalobah has been dragged out of position though. He will get back now. Here's Rios. Here's Otamendi. He'll play the ball through. Good work from him to get it to Dedic. Here's Luca Bacchio on the right hand side, up against Cucurella. He wants to cut onto his left hand side. He does really well to get it across. It's a great intervention from Trevor Chalobah. Pavlidis has gone down in the box. Enzo will try and drag the ball out here on the counter. Here's Cucurella now. Stamford Bridge is really loud, by the way. This is the loudest I've heard our crowd in ages. Here's Enzo in a deep position, can play make. Caicedo up to Pedro Neto on the right hand side. Gusto is up there with him. Runs in behind. Tackle from Otamendi will give Chelsea a throw. Caicedo with a little Trivela pass into the box for Buonanotte. He will take it outside the box now, though. Back to Caicedo. It's his Champions League debut, by the way, for Buonanotte. Here's Pedro Neto. Bursting away on the right-hand side. He's done really well to shrug off his man. Here's Buonanotte. He'll take a strike, and it will go straight into the hands of Trubin. Good effort from him. A little speculative, but good effort. He's a little bit more whip on that. Long ball from Trubin. Dealt with by a combination of Chalobah and Benoit Badiashile. Here's Luca Bacchio. Long ball in behind will not go to anyone except for Benoit Badiashile. Good pass from him to Enzo. Enzo's gotten a little bit deeper now in our build-up, so we are starting to make things happen. Here's Benoit Badiashile again. And we're playing smart here. We're playing slow. We don't particularly need to get more goals here. We are ahead. We're waiting for them to come out and try and get the ball off us. Pedro Neto is free on the right-hand side if someone can spot him. It's a lovely ball in into the middle from Chalabar, but Buonanotte can't get the ball under control. It will come right back at us. Sudakov out on the left-hand side. He will put the ball into the middle, and it's a terrible, terrible pass, and Sanchez will get it out. And we've got a break here. Here's Enzo Fernandez out to Garnacho. We've got numbers forward. Cuts inside Garnacho. He's going to be full of confidence after getting that own goal. Fernandez tries to play it into the box. Dealt with by Otamendi. Oh. Barrenechea has nearly given that away. He's so lucky not to. Here's Rios. Out wide right to Luca Bacchio, who's got Cucurella for company, who's come right up the pitch to deal with him. Frederick Alsnos again. Luca Bacchio. They have slightly changed into a different formation here. When they're trying to get their goal, it seems like Rios is going a bit more high, and Enzo is being left deep. Here's Antonio Silva. Luca Bacchio has dropped incredibly deep to try and get a touch on the ball. He's playing as a CDM at the moment. High press from Ty. Trubin will smack it long. And it's dealt with by Trevor Chalabar very comfortably. Seems like we have restored normality after the weird kind of weeks we've been having. That's just a thing that we were doing to a lot of teams, where we were just kind of forcing them to go long and then winning the aerial duels and not really getting them any kind of progress. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Would like to see Ty get on the ball a little bit more. We aren't really able to get it to our strikers in this system at the moment. Good ball forward from Trevor Chalabar to Buonanotte, who gets it out to Garnacho. He's dealt with pretty well by Ribic. But Cucurella will win the ball back. Here's Garnacho. The referee's blown the whistle for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. He's kicked the ball. He's kicked the ball from behind him, and the referee's given a foul for it. It's never a foul. Let's look at this little chance from Benfica before. It's a fantastic challenge from Trevor Chalabar. Absolutely goal-saving intervention from him to stop Pavlidis from getting the goal. Good work. So the centre-backs have been really good today, so far. Hopefully I'm not jinxing that. Touch wood. Trubin will go long. Here's Luca Bacchio, tackled by Enzo Fernandez. Great work from him to hold on to the ball too. And now he's been brought down. He's done super well to get us away from the pressure there, Enzo. I would hope that he doesn't play too much of this game. Honestly, he needs rest for Liverpool. Here's Pedro Neto on the right side. Gusto is on the inverted position inside him. Buonanotte has moved into a right-back position to get the ball. Here he is. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Chalabar out wide to Pedro Neto. His pass is a little bit loose. Intercepted by Sudakos, and he's done really well to actually keep that in. Here's Otamendi. Oh, they're playing it risky here, trying to play out from the back, and the pressure will come from Chelsea. Cucurella wins the ball high up. It will be a Benfica throw, despite his protests. I tell you, playing as an attacker or a midfielder against Cucurella must be an absolute nightmare. You can't turn around. You try and turn around, he's there. He's like 40 yards away from you. You turn around, he's on top of you in 2 seconds. Caicedo with a high press here. Samuel Dahl will get it away. It's Sudakov. Being challenged all the way by Malagusto, and you know what? The referee's blown his whistle for a foul. I think that is one of those decisions where the player has called the foul, not the referee, because he stopped. The player's stopped running, and the referee has just decided, oh well, he must be fouled then. That's really annoying. I think Gusto was actually doing pretty well there. Is Dahl to Sudakov. It's a good run off the ball there by Arsenis, but he was tracked all the way by Caicedo. Ball into the middle for Enzo is not a good one, and Cucurella will win the ball. Richard Rios has gone down. I think he got a bit sandwiched by a few players there. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Badiashile, lovely little turn to get away from Pavlidis. Styling on him a bit here tonight, Big Ben. Here's Sanchez. Sees the little dinked ball into Gusto, and he does win the ball in the air, the Frenchman. Here's Pedro Neto. He's kept it in very well there, the Portuguese. We're under a little bit of pressure here now, though. Back all the way to Sanchez. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Well played, Charles. Good ball into Enzo. Here's Cucurella. Caicedo is looking for someone to drop deep to pick up the ball, but no one would wanted to do it for him. Here's Chalobah. Sweeping ball out to the left-hand side for Garnacho. Great touch from him. Cuts inside. Good ball to the back post, and no one's there. Oh, it's a fantastic ball. It's a fantastic ball, and no one is there. It's into the perfect area you want the ball to go into. And it's, again, we've seen a really good bit of work from Cucurella there. He's completely taken the fullback away from Garnacho so he can get that ball. Oh, man, we needed someone into that back post. Garnacho's been very, very good today. Short goal kick again from Benfica. Here's Antonio Silva. Garnacho's just been fooled by the number 17. It will go up, but who's there? Benoit Badiashile, who wins the ball back. Here's Buonanotte. Under pressure from Barrenechea. Gusto will get it all the way back to Sanchez. Long ball from Sanchez. Out to the right-hand side. Pedro Neto will... Oh, he's put off Samuel Dahl there. It's a complete nothing ball. He has no right of winning. And Samuel Dahl's just completely mistouched it, giving it away for a throw. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Caicedo to Chalobah. Lovely ball from him into Buonanotte. Here's Enzo. Caicedo. Enzo again. There was, we need a little bit more kind of direct passing forward from Caicedo, honestly. He keeps getting opportunities and he's not taking it. He's being a bit safe. Long ball from Chalobah to the left-hand side once again. Here's Garnacho again. A lovely first touch. Plays it in for Cucurella. Whipped across the box. No one's there. Richard Rios will be dispossessed, or fouled, rather, by Enzo Fernandez. Dedic is having a bit of a problem up against Cucurella, I will tell you. He's having to track him all the time, and it just gives Garnacho the option to get to the ball. And then when he goes out to Garnacho, it just leaves Cucurella free. It's good work on that left-hand side. Here's Silva to Dedic. And again, under the pressure from Garnacho and Cucurella, he's kicked the ball off the pitch. Here's Garnacho from the quick throw-in. Enzo Fernandez will turn. There's no movement in front of him, man. Someone needs to make a run. Here's Buonanotte. Jackson scored for Bayern. Good for him. Good for him. Keep his price tag up. Buonanotte, great work. He's fouled. Good spot from the referee, and he's going to give a yellow card to Enzo Baranacheo. Well done, ref. Good spot. He could have very easily have let that play on, but he's seen the kind of stamp, I think that is. I think it's I think maybe actually, you know what? Maybe the yellow's a little bit harsh. Might be a little harsh, to be fair. I wonder if he said something in reaction to it, and that's why he's been carded, actually. Because the challenge doesn't actually look that bad. Apparently, this guy, who's just got a yellow card now, apparently he got 5 yellow cards in his first 6 games for Benfica. So that might be a good omen. He might get sent off here. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Chalobah to Caicedo. Here's Benoit Badiashile again. Also, it's been like half an hour, and I don't think my takeaway has turned up yet. It's Cucurella. Back to Robert Sanchez. Badiashile once more. He's going to look to play the ball out to the left-hand side. He does. Cucurella's touch is a little bit heavy, but the resulting pass from Benfica will go astray. Here's Buonanotte out to Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Ball into the box is a decent one, but again, we don't really have anyone who can win those. Luca Bacchio up against Cucurella rather. Great work from Cucurella. He's been phenomenal today. Garnacho to Enzo. Luca Bacchio with the tackle, and it will go out for a Chelsea throw. Here's Sanchez. Trevor Chalobah. Buonanotte. Gets away from Arsenis and is fouled once again. He's been getting absolutely ransacked in that midfield, Buonanotte. This time it was Arsenis on him. Not as bad as the other one though, so. Please no injuries. I don't want Buonanotte to come off with an injury. We kind of need you, fella. Free kick will be taken. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Benoit Badiashile. Great turn from Caicedo under pressure. We'll get another foul from Arsenis quickly after the other one. Little talking to from the referee. Just needs to calm it down. That's what I want to see from Caicedo more, though. I want to see him turning under pressure like that. We know he can do it. He just doesn't do it very often for us. Long ball out to the right-hand side from Benoit Badiashile. Samuel Dahl will collect it. Sudakov. Shoved to the floor by Gusto very blatantly, and that will be a foul. Rather silly challenge from Gusto there, honestly. They will take the free kick short. Here's Trubin. High press from Chelsea once again. Dedic will get the ball out, but only as far as Benoit Badiashile. They will switch the ball here now, and Gusto does well to intercept that. Great work from him. Hold on to the ball as well. Here's Buonanotte. Oh, a little bit of a loose pass from Caicedo. Makes Trevor Chalobah have to chase it. Here's Benoit Badiashile once more. Playing a little bit of keep ball here, Chelsea. They're not pressing us as high anymore, so we're kind of just keeping the ball at this point. Long ball from Sanchez will go over, though. Out to the left-hand side. Cucurella does well to win the ball. Here's Ty. Garnacho. Enzo across to Caicedo. Gusto. Back to Enzo. Oh man, Bonante's made a really good run in the middle there, and Enzo hasn't spotted him. Here's Garnacho again. Back to Enzo Fernandez on the left side. He'll switch the ball to the right. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Good ball from him to Buonanotte. Benoit Badiashile once more. Here's Garnacho. Plays it in behind for Cucurella. Good ball across the box, and it's a bit too close to the keeper. Truvin will claim that. Luca Bacchio is very much not having a good time up against Cucurella, both offensively and defensively. Oh, it's again a horrible loose touch from Trubin. He's done that a few times now, and he almost lets it into his goal again. He's had to clear it. I think he's given it away for maybe a corner. A little bit nervous from the goalkeeper under the high pressure, maybe. Yeah, it does go out for a corner. Chelsea corner. We scored goals from these. I'd imagine we go short. Benfica fans, of course, throwing things at him because they are scummy bastards. But there we go. And rightly, Jose Mourinho is telling them to stop being fucking cunts. Good work on Jose. Enzo will put the ball in. Eventually. We do have the tall men of Benoit Badiashile in there. Lovely little dink ball into the front post, but the flick on is won by a Benfica player. Here's Gusto. As the ball is cleared. Lovely pass from him to Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah out to Garnacho. A big he left because your shit chant has gone out throughout Stamford Bridge. Here's Pedro Neto up against Samuel Dahl. Whipped in by Chalobah. It will be cleared. Here's Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez. He's fouled. It will be a free kick on the edge of the box. Oh, it's from Rios, in fact, who made the challenge. Yeah, it's a silly. He knows what he's doing there. He knows he's not going to win the ball. It's a really good opportunity for us to get a ball to the back post where Benoit Badiashile is standing. Neto and Enzo are the men over the free kick. Buonanotte is the short option. I think it will be Enzo to take this, if I'm being honest. It seems more likely for a in-swinger from the right rather than a out-swinger from the left. Benoit Badiashile is completely unmarked here, by the way. I think he's going to be the late runner to try and get on the end of this. Signal goes up from Neto, and it will actually be Neto who takes it instead of Enzo. Dinked into the front post. It's Benoit Badiashile! He was offside, and I knew he was the target. As soon as I saw him, he was standing away, not being marked. I could tell he was the man who they wanted to get on the end of it. And he is offside. He didn't get quite a good enough connection on it anyway, but he's the target man. Long ball from Trubin. They've stopped doing the short things now. They've decided, yeah, maybe we don't give Trubin the ball at the back on his own. Might be a good decision. Long ball into the left-hand side. Trevor Chalobah wins the header. And he wins the resulting second ball as well. Buonanotte will pick up the ball in the midfield here. Ball down the right-hand side is for Pedro Neto. Samuel Dahl has completely fouled him. But they haven't called anything. Oh, it's a good tackle in the end. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Enzo Fernandez fouled by Antonio Silva again. He's being absolutely hacked down today, as like he was in the Brighton game. Oh, Rui Costa's in the house, by the way. Hasn't aged a day. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Moise Caicedo. Speared pass from him to Cucurella. It's a great touch. It's a great ball back to Ty. And he's going to poke the ball towards goal and Trubin will save it. What a pass from Moises Caicedo. How dare anyone call him a shin kicker? That was an absolute beauty of a pass. Foul from Bonanotte. They will play advantage. Here's Benfica on the break. Sudakov. Tackled by Malo Gusto. Great work from him. Caicedo out to Cucurella, who, despite being up the pitch literally 10 seconds ago, is already back to defend. Here's Enzo. Switch of play to Trevor Chalobah is a little bit too heavy, and it will go out for a throw. God, it's an absolute beauty of a pass from Moises Caicedo. It's just Ty can't get his touch right. He has to try and poke it towards goal. I don't think he has that much more of an option to do, honestly. But long throw from Benfica once again, from the left side this time. Be touched out and then cleared further by Bonanotte. There's only 1 minute of added time for the record. Here's Arsnes. Fouled by Bonanotte, and the referee will rightfully play the ball. He's... Ref, you twat! The referee has shown a yellow to Enzo for kicking the ball away when he was trying to kick the ball back to Benfica for the foul. What the fuck? He's just kicked the ball back to the Benfica team, and he's given him a yellow for it. What on earth is he doing there? Bizarre, bizarre. Will be a free kick for Benfica. It should be the last kick of the game, or half, rather. It's Luca Bacchio who's taking it. It's a flat one to the back post. It's cleared. Here's Pavlidis. Dink ball into the middle is dealt with by Trevor Chalobah. And now it'll be cleared. Here's Garnacho. They're trying to give us an opportunity to counter here. We've been fouled by Arsnes. And then the referee is blown for half-time. Good half. It's just me or is Ty growing like a foot since the Conference League? I think it's because he's wearing his hair in cornrows now. He looks a tiny bit taller because of the cornrows. But yeah, own goal from Richard Rios is what separates the two sides. Good work from Garnacho down the left-hand side. There's been really good performances throughout our team. I don't think there's anyone in the team who's particularly been bad. I will move you onto the Be Right Back screen for a second here, whilst I switch over to... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to switch over to the Be Right Back screen whilst I be right back. Is what I'm trying to say. So I will be right back. Alrighty. I am kind of back. I'm trying to wait. Bro, I can't access my thing. Right. Yeah. Alright, boom. There we go. Oh dear. I have got my takeaway. I've got pizza, but I've got the cheesy chips, so I will be munching. I do apologise. We'll see if there's anyone saying anything on Twitter as well. So I think we've been playing pretty well. I think we've quite comfortably controlled the game. A lack of goals is not particularly a sign of a lack of dominance. Yeah, it's a bit. I've just seen someone on Chelsea Twitter say like, we keep trying to cross the ball in for George. Like, why are we not just playing? Why are we not just playing Gear? Like, he's surely better at that job. Bizarre. Just seen from the replay of that goal that we do get, Enzo's movement into the box is phenomenal. He takes 3 players away from Garnacho. Have we? Maybe, I don't know. Like, from what I've watched, I don't think we've been particularly defensively poor. We had one moment where they got a chance. Apart from that, I will say our goal did come at a really good time because they were starting to create things, but bro, I'm being gaslit by not only like what you're saying, but also by the pundits. The pundits are saying that Benfica have had a really good game. What am I watching a different game? I feel like we've dominated them. But they've barely had hardly a chance. I'm gonna check the stats here just to make sure I'm not being blind. Yeah, with complete dominance. They've done basically nothing. Bizarre. I think they're just trying to make it seem a bit interesting. No. I'm not saying you're doing it deliberately. I'm just saying like I'm saying that in jest. Like I don't know if I'm the one that's stupid or not. I don't know. Enzo has been getting roughed up, as has Buonanotte. Those 2 10s in our team do usually get that kind of treatment, though. Got an advert from Richard Hammond. The new workshop is streaming. I'm an idiot, by the way. I meant to say when I was doing bingo and I got completely distracted. If we get 2 bingos today, I'm going to be gifting 5 memberships in the next stream. I was going to do it for this stream, but obviously we're on literally the last month, so it resets after the month. So I'm going to be gifting 5 things if we get 2 bingos today, because I feel like it's quite comfortable that we could possibly get 2 bingos. I have One of the members' videos that went out yesterday, I believe, is coming to non-members tomorrow, I believe, as well. I always thought that Garnacho would look good. I always had faith in him to do well. He had a little bit of a, you know, little bit of tough tests in the last few games, but now that he's kind of getting into his own, I think he's going to actually be. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be like, you know, a world beater or anything, but I knew he was going to be better than he was at United. I don't think United are very good at, you know, cultivating wingers at all. I've just seen like numerous examples of wingers that go to United and then suddenly they've developed attitude problems and they're not good at football. It just seems to be the case all the time. Obviously, Rashford, Di Maria, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony. There's loads of them. Liverpool down to Galatasaray now. A little bit of a knock to the confidence before they come to the mighty Chelsea. Love to see that. Wow, Marseille are absolutely battering Ajax as well. Still 0-0 in the Tottenham game. Inter are beating Slavia Praha. Madrid. Something just fell down behind me. I will deal with that. One sec. Had things stacked up behind me and they have fallen over. It's new equipment and stuff. One sec. Right, honestly, I don't even know what happened there. They just stay. Obviously, Bayern are beating Paphos. Madrid are battering Frankfurt, and like you said, Galatasaray are down or up 1 goal to Liverpool. And as you can probably tell, Liverpool have dominated that game and have been hit by a penalty. That is a Victor Osimhen penalty. Didn't expect them to get, you know. It's nice seeing, you know, Liverpool getting refereed fairly because they're not in the Premier League. Buonanotte has looked good as well. Arthur thought silence in some window was performed. See Palmer and Cole. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of the. I think what kind of goes on behind the scenes, I don't think a lot of people kind of recognise, is that we obviously have scouts that look at loads of different players. And obviously, we're not just going to have like primary targets and secondary targets. You're going to have tertiary, like, you know, 3, 4, 5, all of that when it comes to certain players. And I think that Buonanotte is obviously one of those because the speed at which that deal came about, he must have been someone that we've been inquiring for a long time. Garnacho has to start on the left over now for sure. Yeah, well, this is the thing which really bugs me is that like I'm a person that's very much like, hey, you put your left footers on the right side, you put your right footers on the left side, unless you are deliberately trying to hit a target man striker in the middle. So the fact that we always play Neto on the left side when he can play on the right, and we can have Esteban and him on the right, and then obviously Garnacho and Gittins on the left is really bizarre to me. I'm not sure why we do it. Obviously the injuries to oh, you're being a bit sarcastic. I generally think he's been pretty good. I'm trying to think of another one. Have we got any others like that? I'm trying to think of like who else we signed late in the window that we were like, oh well, we don't really know about that, and they came out of the blue and they were actually pretty good. Willian. I don't know. Yeah, obviously the injury to Cole Palmer is kind of shaking things up because and obviously not having Delap as well, because it would be very easy for us to just, you know, play Joao Pedro or Delap up front, put Pedro or Palmer in the like central role, and then have everyone else on the wide areas. We've been having to shift Esteval into like midfield roles. I forgot the timer. I was too busy. There's been a yellow card immediately to Buonanotte. Man, this referee is so yellow card happy. Let's go for 46 minutes. And Buonanotte actually wins the ball in that challenge for the record that he's been yellow carded in. Great. It will be Baranachea to take it. He takes it short. Here's Dahl. Boom. The time should be accurate now, hopefully. Here's Trubin. Apparently the referee has spoken to Enzo Fernandez and told him to be careful, according to reports from the commentators. Very bizarre. Here's Otamendi. High press from Chelsea. Really high press from Chelsea, actually. And the high press has worked because Otamendi's played it straight out for Cucurella to take the throw in. Here's Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez. Back to Buddy Shield. Long ball up to Cucurella. Here's Garnacho. Tracked all the way by Rios. Here's Enzo again. All the way back to Robert Sanchez. Here's Buonanotte. Him and Gusto not on the same page, and they've, given the ball away to Benfica once more. Is that a threat? It feels weird, doesn't it? It's like, hey, be careful. Here's Sudakov to Pavlidis. Rios puts the great ball in. His Arsenus is a fantastic tackle from Sanchez. And the flag's gone up anyway, so, man. I hate when the flags go up late like that. Does my head in, because Arsenus could have got really seriously hurt there. Or Sanchez. Either of them could have gotten hurt there. He's off by a bloody mile as well. It's a good challenge from Sanchez in the end. Makes a save even though he didn't need to. Battle of the Baldies. It will be Sanchez to take the goal kick. Here he is again. Sweeps the ball out to the left-hand side where Cucurella is standing. High press from Benfica is escaped by Moises Caicedo excellently. That's what I want to see him doing. He's bursting down the left-hand side. He's going all the way. Oh, finally stopped, though. He needs to maybe offload the ball a little bit quicker. Rios has given the ball away here, though. Here's Buonanotte. He's been fouled by Rios once more. Give him a yellow, man. There we go. Good refereeing. I don't have my cards on me. Yeah, I do. Give me yellow. Got no complaints. Why is he complaining? He's completely chopped him down. Chopped him down on the break. Why are you even complaining, mate? Get on with the game. He's still got the black eye. The bandage has disappeared, though. Looks like he's got like a broken orbital or something. I don't think he would be playing if he had that, but, Free kick from Chelsea. Too far out to take a strike on goal here, but there are players in the middle waiting for it, like Chalobah and Benoit Badiashile. It's Neto and Enzo over the free kick again. Last time it was an in-swinger rather from, or an out-swinger rather from Pedro Neto. This time it looks like it's going to be a in-swinger from Enzo. Signal goes up from Neto once more. And then it is the Portuguese to play the ball in to the back post. Does not reach Trevor Chalobah, but he will pick up the ball here. Here's Gusto. Chalobah out to the wide right position where Neto is, and he wins a throw high up the pitch. Here's Gusto. Caicedo. Benoit Badiashile once more. Here's Enzo out to Garnacho. All the way back to Trevor Chalobah now. Here's Buonanotte. Good little ball from him around the corner to Caicedo. He gets it to Enzo, who then tries to get it away from Antonio Silva and does well initially. Caicedo will win the ball back. Here's Garnacho. He's been tackled very, very well in there. Here's Luca Bacchio. High press from Chelsea again is going to disturb him. Ty's a little bit slow to his press. Here's Trubin, who has been very shaky in recent moments. Little Ronaldo chop from Samuel Dahl gets him away from pressure. Good work from him. He has eventually lost the ball to Pedro Neto, though, who's been battling away with him. Here's Caicedo. Benoit Badiashile once more. Enzo in a deeper position. Tyreek George will receive the ball and try and play it out to Buonanotte, but the ball does not stick. Will come back at us now. Here's Pavlidis. Luca Bacchio now. He's tackled by Cucurella and the ball will go out for a Chelsea throw. There was a collision in the middle there off the ball from Caicedo and Pavlidis. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like there will be some medical staff required, so I will eat more chip. Oh, wow. Really early substitution from Enzo Maresca. Only 52 minutes in and Estebal's coming on. Does our club have a thing for blonde, white left wingers? I don't know. I mean, well, we have Jamie Gittins. He's not blonde, white, or... I was about to say or a left winger, but yeah, he is a left winger. He's not blonde or white. Pavlidis will knock it down. Here's Luca Bacchio up against Cucurella once more. Good battle between those two. It's a great ball from the Belgian. He's going to play it to the left-hand side. Here's a lovely ball in. That's a fantastic save again from Sanchez. It's the same ball that kind of got us last time. And again, the offside flag has gone up again. It's the exact same player. Exact same scenario as that other opportunity where they play it in behind. The referee or the linesman doesn't put his flag up early enough. And Sanchez has to make a really, really ambitious save. The initial pass is not offside. The second one... Oh, I don't think it is offside, honestly. Maybe the camera angle is deceiving me. And here is Esteval coming on. Who is he coming on for? Buonanotte. So he'll be going into the 10 role, it seems. Would I like to see Ty come off, if I'm being honest. He's been utterly, utterly invisible this game. Let's go, Steve. My man. My man, Steve-O. I shouldn't knock on my wall. My neighbours will get annoyed. Here's Malo Gusto. Good touch from Esteval immediately. Here he is battling away. Does well to get the ball forward. It will be recovered eventually, though. Here's Barrenechea. Good ball from him down the left-hand side. Here's Pavlidis. Does well to fool Trevor Chalobah really well. Cuts it back, but Benoit Badiashile is there. Sudakov will put the ball back in to the back post. And Sanchez was not able to keep it keep it in rather for goal for possession. He's given it away. It's a corner. It's really good work from Pavlidis on the left hand side. I don't think Chalobah expected him to move that quick, to be honest. EU minutes or riot, he won't get on. Honestly. I would hope that, considering we would need to rest Joao Pedro for the Liverpool game, that Guiu will be the player that comes on. It's a ball into the near post from Luca Bacchio. It's utterly terrible. Ball's going to be cut. Oh, beautiful touch from Esteval as the ball's come out about 50 feet from the sky. And he's gotten away from Barrenetxea as well. The crowd's on their feet for that. Here's Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. He had no right to touch that down. It's Neto once more. Here's Esteval on the right side. Caicedo. Good ball out to Pedro Neto. He's 1v1 versus Samuel Dahl here. He can take it either way. Goes inside. Across the box to Caicedo. Oh, he can't play that ball over the top. Benoit Badiashile, though. A lovely pass out to Malagusto on the right-hand side. He's going to whip the ball in. No one's there. It's deflected away, and it will be a Chelsea corner. Otamendi with the clearance. My voice has suddenly started to go. Oh. Will be Pedro Neto over the corner. The corner was taken short. Here's Esteval to Pedro Neto. He'll whip the ball in on his left foot now. Back post is Tyreek George, who doesn't get the ball. There's a couple of appeals for handball there, but I don't think there's anything in that. Benoit Badiashile will deal with the oncoming surge of Benfica players. Here's Malagusto. And Bodo Glimt has actually scored against Tottenham. Spursy, that's all I'll say. Here's Benoit Badiashile once more. Trevor Chalobah to Moises Caicedo. Back to Robert Sanchez. Long ball is on here if he wants to take it. He will go short for Benoit Badiashile once more. He'll switch it across the pitch to Trevor Chalobah, who's decided to head that for some reason. He's been bailed out by Malagusto, who has then subsequently played the ball straight to Sudakov. Here's Enzo Barrenetxea. Silva to Luca Bacchio. Oh, Silva's received the ball again, and Garnacho's very, very lucky to get away with that, Silva. He will play the ball back now. Here's Rios to Arsenis. Luca Bacchio, who's inside. Dadic, who's run into the box, and his ball is dealt with. A little bit of a collision from Enzo and one of their players on the edge of the box. The referee said nothing. It's Alejandro Garnacho steaming down the left-hand side. He's got Esteval in the middle here if he can find him. He's going to take a strike. Oh, it's a poor option. He saw his name in lights there. There's a really poor option. I think there's going to be a VAR check here for a possible penalty and possible a handball as well. It doesn't hit him in the arm. That's fine. And then there's it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There's nothing there. Literally nothing there. In fact, it's actually Luca Bacchio that's holding him, if we're being honest. In fact, he's the one who handballs it. No idea why they were appealing for that. Silly. Silva will launch the ball long. Caicedo, a lovely header. Here's Esteval. He's dispossessed. Here's Auschnitz. Malagusto steams into the tackle. Great work from him. Pedro Neto once again battling away to win the ball. He's been phenomenal today. In terms of his ability to hold on to the ball, he's been so good. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Good ball from Chalobah into the middle for George, but his touch can't stick. It's one back by George, though, and Caicedo will play it out to the wide right position. Here is Pedro Neto, 1v1. Into the box. He's going to try and take a strike here. They've let him go all the way. Oh, it's a block from Arsenis. Ball from Cucurella goes all the way back to Sanchez. He'll play it to the left-hand side. It's a hospital pass, and that all comes from Cucurella randomly deciding to play it back. Why has he done that? Yeah, I would love to see George come off the pitch. He is just non-existent as a striker. And in fact, he will be coming off because Joao Pedro is now on the sideline. As is Jamie Gittins, who will also be coming on, who I imagine will be coming on for Garnacho after that shot. I'm kind of annoyed that João Pedro's playing. I don't really want him. I want to rest him for Liverpool. He needs all he can get for Liverpool. I really think we should be playing Guiu here. Good work from Malagusto to see the ball out under pressure from Samuel Dahl. Must be a bit disheartening being a Benfica team that are 1-0 down to Chelsea away from home, and they say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. No, they say, hey, by the way, we're putting on João Pedro and Jamie Gittins now. What shot? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I think Garnacho had a great game. He didn't take a shot. Here's Malo Gusto over the throw-in. Esteval back to Gusto. And it will be cleared for another throw. Lots of congratulations for Garnacho on the bench. Rightfully so. Oh, referee has blown his whistle because there's someone, I think it's Baron Lachea, who is down with a head injury. He's perfectly fine. I don't know what he's complaining about. Something off the ball, maybe? What's happened there? I don't know. Didn't show it. They were too busy showing the Chelsea bench. João Pedro got... Are you serious? He got booked for that. They've booked João Pedro for jumping up to try and get the ball. This referee is... He's so weird because he's been doing well in the game and then he's just made these really bizarre decisions. He just loves giving out yellow cards. I think he just wants to do something. I think he's bored because the game's been so normal. Will be a free kick for them. It'll be Luca Bacchio over it to play the outswinger from the left hand side. It's so this is so deep. There's only one man in the wall to put into perspective how deep it is. Seems like Pavlidis will be the target at the back post. In comes the ball. It goes very far to the back post, and it's a terrible touch from Otamendi, who can't get on the end of it. It will be won by Caicedo in the middle, who's brought down by Arsenis, and he will be getting a yellow card here, finally. That should have been his second yellow, man. He's been fouling people all over the shop today. It's great work from Caicedo to get there ahead of him. And he has to take him down. If he doesn't take him down, we're through. See, like that. Perfectly good refereeing there. Don't know why you can't do that for the entirety of the game. You just randomly decide to give our players yellow cards for nothing. Bizarre. Here's Robert Sanchez. Trevor Chalobah with a direct ball through to João Pedro. Good touch from him. He's done more than Ty has done in the space of 10 seconds. Lofted ball over the top for Jamie Gittins. Here he is. 1v1 against Dadic. He gets past him easily into the box. Plays the ball into the edge of the area. Oh. To the back post, rather. João Pedro once again battling away and winning the ball. And then losing the ball. And then winning the ball. Here's Malagusto. Plays it across for Moises Caicedo. Here's Enzo. He's going to play the ball in for Esteval. And it's a header off the back of Barrenechea, and it will go back to the goalie. High press from Chelsea once again. Here's Antonio Silva. Nicolas Otamendi. Malagusto steams into the tackle and almost gets the ball off of Sudakov. Here's Trubin. Again, love to see this really high press from Chelsea the entire game. Enzo Fernandez up against Rios has nearly won the ball back. Silva has to go long now. It's won by Badiashile. It will come back at them. Luca Bacchio is... The referee stopped the game because Luca Bacchio's down from the challenge. But come on, man. There's nothing in it. It's ridiculous. He's not holding his head. It's not a head injury. Why are you stopping the game? It's down to our discretion whether we want to stop the game or not. Lex Luthor. Like Lex Loser. Here's Trevor Chalobah. His direct ball to Joao Pedro, but he's fouled once again. I'm not sure. This by ends at that Enzo Barrenechea guy again. Like, man. Referee, you got to start giving out some second yellows here. How is he not off the pitch? Here's Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Beats his man once again. Oh, and then he's done really well to recover there. Enzo up against Antonio Silva. The Portuguese have done really, really well. It has broken free here for Jamie Gittins. He's being dragged back. Referee says nothing. Barrenechea are on the ball once more. Game getting a little bit scrappy now. Caicedo wins the ball from Arsenis again. Every single time. Caicedo, man. He's phenomenal. Will be a throw on the left-hand side. Caicedo wins the ball once more. Another throw. Thank God. I'm glad that Caicedo's having a great game in the Champions League because he needs the global recognition, man. Too much disrespect has been said on his name. Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication from Chalobah and Badiashile there. It's swiftly dealt with. No harm, no foul. Will be a Chelsea throw on the left-hand side. It's Joao Pedro. Great work from Cucurella to battle back and win the ball. Joao Pedro once more. Close control to get it to Jamie Gittins. He's hounded out by two players and it will be another Chelsea throw. Here's Joao Pedro. His pass is a little loose. Luca Bacchio running down the right-hand side now. Met with Cucurella, who wins the ball. And it will be another throw on the left-hand side, this time for Benfica. And it will probably be one that's loaded into the box again. Never mind, they've taken it short. Of course, why not? Here's Otamendi. Samuel Dahl. His pass is intercepted by Pedro Neto. Oh, so there was a ball on for Esteval there and he just doesn't see it. He was free, man. There's one thing I don't think people kind of give Esteval credit for is how good his movement off the ball is. He's always seemed to find himself in pockets of space, but just no one finds him. It's really frustrating. Here's Antonio Silva. He's been hounded out by Jamie Gittins. Good pressing from him, and he's had to pass the ball off the pitch. Here's Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah is going to drive through the midfield a little bit here. Oh, lovely little work from him. He's actually going to keep going here. Now gets it out to Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Good work from Trevor Chalobah. He is in the box now. He can be a target man. It's gone to the back post, and Trubin's missed it. And it will be a corner. And I think, oh, Richard Rios might actually be really hurt here. He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Oh, I think it's actually Silva who's down. He seems fine. He'll be okay. That's a phenomenal header from him, by the way, because if he doesn't get that, Joao Pedro's got to tap in. See, it's great. We actually have a striker that can actually go for the ball now. Okay, Silva, I said he'll probably be fine. He is still down. I don't think it's a head injury though. I think he's got like, I think it was a bad landing for him. They are bringing the medical staff on though. Maybe also a chance to get some tactics on, as we often saw from Jose sides. No subs from Benfica yet, so that might be a thing that happens eventually. So Bodo Glimt actually went 2 up against Tottenham, but Mickey van der Ven has got one back. They are still ahead though. Hmm. He is down. He's been down for a long time here. He's finally sat up. I think he might be a bit rowdy. Yeah, he might have to come off for a concussion. Honestly, he doesn't look right. If it's taken him this long to get to his feet, I wouldn't even risk him. Honestly, no amount of brain damage is worth staying on the pitch. He is up now. He looks spacey as all hell though. He's now walking. Yeah, he has been taken off. Thomas Araujo. I can't speak English, man. I say English. It's not an English word. Araujo has come on. And after all that, we will have our corner taken from the left-hand side by Enzo Fernandez. We haven't got many men in the box here. Only 3, really, that can actually go for this. Now we load the box. The ball will come in to the front post. Dinked on by, Pedro Neto with a little over-the-top header. It will hit the roof of the net, though. Now a host of changes from Benfica are going to be coming on as well. By those things, they're all warming up on the side. Here's Trubin. Play it short here to Araujo. High press from Chelsea. Cucurella is following the right back all the way. Trubin now is Arsenis. Otamendi into the centre. He's a brilliant tackle in the middle from Caicedo, and Esteval will get it to João Pedro. He's done pretty well to deal with that, Enzo Barnechea. Here's Arsenis again. Tries to play it out to the right, wide right-hand side, and it will be picked up by Luca Bacchio. Araujo again. Here's Otamendi. Great tackle from Malagusto. Well in. We'll come back at us, though. And guess who's there? Moises Caicedo, who wins the ball perfectly. Man, he's been phenomenal. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Sanchez. Oh, come on, referee. Long ball goes up and Otamendi's gone down for no reason. Man, we were free there. The commentators have just said that Caicedo has not misplaced a single pass today. Keep bigging him up. Big up his passing on the grand stage. I want to hear it. I want people to know. I want people to know who Moses Caicedo is. He's gone nowhere near him. That's a silly thing for the referee to give. I've never seen a team time waste this much when they're 1-0 down. It's bizarre. Ivanovic is coming on. Shelderup is coming on. And I'm not sure who the other person is coming on. They will take the free kick now, though. Here's Arsenis. Otamendi. Dahl will launch the ball down the left-hand side. And Chalobah will deal with that quite comfortably. The changes will now come out. So Shelderup is coming on for Luca Bacchio. I think they might be moving to a back 5 or like a 3 at the back now. Rios is coming off as well. And so is Sudakov, rather. So the whole front line has been replaced. Ivanovic has obviously come on up top. Barrero is the man who's come into the middle. And Shelderup, I think, will probably play in some kind of wing-back role, maybe? Maybe he just plays up top, I don't know. Samuel Dahl will be the man to take this throw-in eventually. That throw-in is easily dealt with by Malagusto. Here's Enzo. Does really well to get the ball out to Benoit Badiashile, who subsequently gets it out to Cucurella. Here's Gittins. He'll decide to recycle the ball. Here's Sanchez. Into Moises Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah to Malagusto. No options for him up against 2 players. He does really well to get it back to Trevor Chalobah, who launches it long for João Pedro. The ball's lost by Moises Caicedo. Here's Shelderup. Here's Auschness. Been tackled by Esteval. And Fernandez actually gets the ball off of him. Here is Chelsea streaming up the pitch now with Enzo. Here's Gittins on the left-hand side. There was another really good ball on for Esteval, not taken. Here's Enzo on the edge of the box. He's going to take a strike, maybe? Oh, it's a fantastic ball in for Esteval, whose header is saved by Trubin. I think he would have been offside anyway. But no, I think he's on. That's an opportunity. Oh, it's a good header, but it's too central. Benoit Badiashile wins the ball back. Here's Enzo, plays the ball in behind for João Pedro. A bit too much pace on the ball, honestly. You can't control it. Ball's gone out again to Enzo. Oh, Enzo's slowed up here a little bit. Here's Shelderup. He's going to play it into Pavlidis, who's tackled brilliantly. It's going to come back at us, though. Here's Barrero. Shelderup. Pavlidis. Tries to play it back, but who's there? Trevor Chalobah. Great work from Enzo to get it out, but João Pedro can't get on the ball. I think Enzo's a bit tired now. I think he needs to be taken off, honestly. He's looking a bit laboured. Here's Dadic. Gittins has done really well to win the ball off him, and then he's dragged down by the right back, and it should be a yellow here, but he's not going to get one, I don't think. Yeah, a second goal would make it more comfortable. There is moments where it seems that they can get back. So, really weirdly now, it's Gusto and Josh Achimpong are both coming off. Or Josh Achimpong and James are both coming on, rather, and Gusto is coming off. Don't know who's going to come in his place. I imagine James is going to go into midfield. And Enzo is probably going to come off. That's what I'd assume. Oh no, he's going into right back because Benoit Badiashile's coming off. Good amount of minutes for Benoit, and he's been phenomenal. I don't think he put a foot wrong today. So James will be going into right back. Will be Chelsea free kick. Here's Enzo. Back to Sanchez. Here's Josh Achampong. He's going to take one of those drives into midfield and play it to Joao Pedro, who gets it out to Cucurella. He needs to get back into the box, though. Here's Gittins on the left-hand side. Esteval in the box. He's the only man in the box, and Gittins has tried to be a little bit too clever and has lost the ball. Ivanovic will try and play it forward, but guess who's there? Moises Caicedo. Unable to do anything up against him. Ball will go back to Araujo. Pressed by Esteval, who will play the ball into midfield now. Pavlidis is being tracked all the way by Trevor Chalobah. Has to play it back to Samuel Dahl, who will burst away from Pedro Neto. Gets the ball into the middle. Here's Ivanovic. He's going to try and take a strike. It's blocked by Trevor Chalobah. And Enzo will play the ball out. But it won't get to Pedro Neto as it's intercepted by Otamendi. Benfica have found a little bit of a second wind here. Here's Arsenus. There's a great block from Reece James. Really good work to get back there, our captain. Otamendi's got a yellow card for protesting. I think there was a question of handball from Reece James when he blocked that. I don't think he can really do much about it, if I'm being honest. No, it's off his chest. It will be Arsenus to play the ball in from the corner. It's swung into the front post and it's cleared by Trevor Chalobah. Samuel Dahl on the ball. Gets past Esteval. Gets past another. Plays the ball to the back post. And the resulting shot from Ivanovic, I believe it was, at the back post is not good enough. And whizzes past the post. Long ball from Robert Sanchez. Second ball won by Reece James. Gets it out to Pedro Neto. He's going to try and take it around Samuel Dahl and does excellently well. Great work from Pedro Neto. Into the box. Plays it straight at the goalkeeper though. This ball is, the end product has just not been great from him today, honestly. Good effort though. Really good effort. Barrero will play it back to Trubin. Oh, he's looked so nervous on the ball today. Anytime he gets the ball, he takes like 3 or 4 touches and doesn't get his feet right. Ball has fallen for Esteval here though. He's been tackled by Baranachea. Coming up the pitch now. Here's the number 17 once more. Ivanovic on the right hand side. Back with Baranachea. 5 minutes to go. Benfica dominating the possession at the moment. Here's Sheldrup. He's lost the ball though. And here's Esteval. Running down the right hand side. Going to cut inside here. Decides better of it and goes back. Here's Moises Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. He'll play it out to Josh Achimpong. Here's Reece James. Into the centre for Moises Caicedo. Back to the captain. And he'll play it back to Robert Sanchez. Long ball from him through the centre. Won't make it to Esteval. But he has won the ball back and it's going out for a Benfica throw-in on the left side. Pavlidis up against Josh Achimpong, who does well to deal with that. He could have left that go out for a goal kick, it seems, but he has kicked it out for a corner under the pressure from Pavlidis. Just over 3 minutes. It will be Sheldrup, I think, to take the corner. It will be an outswinger from the left-hand side. It's actually Dahl, rather. Cleared by Trevor Chalobah, and then the resulting shot has gone straight into the arms of Robert Sanchez. His ball out, though, has been intercepted by Otamendi, who took that shot. And he'll play it across, and Moises Caicedo is there. He'll clear it. And Gittins has won the ball. Here's Caicedo. He's been tackled. Big tough test for the young players of Chelsea here to see this out. And Pedro Neto with a little bit of a foul on Araujo. He is going to get a yellow for that. Benfica trying to gain a couple of yards on the free kick. They will be told to take it back. Here's Araujo. Cucurella still full of beans, is pressing like a madman. He's won the ball back here. The combination with him and Esteval. Here's Gittins, who's going to take it down the left-hand side. Good pace from the Englishman. He'll play it in behind for Joao Pedro, but it's just a bit too far ahead of him. Esteval is being completely ignored in the middle. I don't know why our wingers are just never passing him the ball. Wonder if that's like genuinely might be like a language barrier thing. I'm not sure why it would be with Neto, honestly, but Gittins wise, I feel like he'd, you know. Good tackle from Chalobah. One back by Josh Achimpong. James will play it back to Sanchez. There is a player down, but there's no obligation for Chelsea to play it out. But however, Sanchez will do that just by way of a poor pass out. And they will stop the game because of substitutions being made. I think. It's Benfica making that change. Another Araujo. He's coming on for Ausnes. This is Enrique Araujo, who's got up top. Minimum of 6 minutes so far is expected for the added time. Yeah, it is slightly annoying that Caicedo's played as long as he has. But I mean, we kind of need him. This is a big game. Here's Pavlidis. Araujo has been dispossessed. Great work from Esteval to get it away. He's beaten everyone. Great work from him, getting through everyone. Oh my goodness, Esteval, who his final ball is just not the greatest. He got past about 4 players there just to drag it out from the back. And Caicedo goes in for another tackle. Won't win the ball. Here's Sheldrup. Plays the ball in behind for Ivanovic. blocked by Moises Caicedo once again, who's been everywhere. And it's another corner. And Caicedo has just brought on a second ball onto the pitch. Very sneaky from him there, by the way. Just seen him do that. He's brought a second ball onto the pitch to delay the corner. A little bit of dark arts from the Ecuadorian. Yeah. Esteval, when he gets the ball, decides to run past 5 players, so I don't know why they don't just give it to him all the time. Ball into the near post is attacked by Baranachea, who can't get enough purchase on it, and it will go out for a Chelsea goal kick. Yeah, there's a half chance for Baranachea. We are now into those 6 added minutes. Long ball from Robert Sanchez. They've won it in the air. Caicedo has won the ball back. Not once, but twice. Welcome to the game, Araujo. Speaking of Araujo, here's the other one at the back. Enzo Fernandez has won the ball, and he's... Oh, come on, ref. There's nothing in that. Literally nothing in that. He's... Oh, man, this referee is doing my nutting. Here's Nicolas Otamendi on the left side. Baranachea. Shelderup. Back to Otamendi. The press from Chelsea is making it difficult for them to get the ball forward here. Otamendi once more. Plays the ball forward, and Reece James will win the ball in the middle. Great work from him. Here's Moises Caicedo. And the referee will blow a foul for a challenge on Reece James as he won the ball. Mourinho getting a bit mad for the cameras, as he often does. And he's going to get a yellow here, I think. I think it might have been someone on their bench, actually, who's got booked. Oh, Tottenham have equalised. An own goal from Gunnarsson. João Pedro is trying to hold this in the corner. And it will be a throw for Benfica. I've stolen about 10 yards on that throw. Yeah. This is what I was saying. I think we're showing a bit more maturity in terms of how to see out a game. I think we learned a lot of lessons from that Bayern game. Here's Pedro Neto. Up against Barrero. He's thrown to the floor. He's not going to get the foul for it. Here's Trubin. Pressure from João Pedro. I will say I'm not impressed with the amount of effort that João Pedro is putting in. He is really not running as much as he should be, considering he's come off the bench. Ball in will be intercepted by Trevor Chalobah. Here's Jamie Gittins. Good ball for Enzo Fernandez. Back to Gittins. Lovely 1-2. He's got space now to run into. It's a 4v3 at the moment. 4v5. Gittins. He nutmegs a player. He just overthought it. I think he just got too much in his head then. He didn't shoot. He didn't pass. He didn't do anything. He just kind of delayed on the ball. Cucurella will win the ball back here, though. Here's Achimpong to Reece James. Here's Esteval. He's going to play it all the way back to Robert Sanchez. Again, good game management here from Chelsea. Although Sanchez has gone long. Here's Ivanovic. And he can't control it. It will be a Chelsea throw. It's good to be saying Ivanovic at the bridge once again. It'll be Cucurella to take the throw on the left side. Good hold up from Joao Pedro. Could be another Chelsea throw. And again, very good game management here to slow the game down. Long ball from Cucurella into Joao Pedro once again. He's put a high foot up to win the ball there. It's going to be a red card for Joao Pedro. And neither of his challenges were yellow card worthy, in my opinion. Told you, the refs have something against us. This ref is a fucking clown. Absolute fucking clown. There's been two of their midfielders, Baranachea and Alsnus, have made... He hasn't even touched him. There's no contact on him. He's literally not even touched him. He has not even touched him. And because it's his second yellow, he's not gonna get it overturned by VAR. Absolute bollocks. Absolute fucking bollocks, that is, from the referee. Especially when their players have been fouling us left, right and centre all game and have not got second yellows. And he gets 2 yellows in the space of, 20 minutes, and neither of them are fouls. An absolute fucking clown of a referee trying to make a name for himself. That's what this is. Well, they've got basically one kick of the game to win this. It will go long from Trubin. Enzo will win the ball. Caicedo will play it further. Great interception from Reece James, and Pedro Neto will clear it. Much to the chagrin of his captain, who's asking why he didn't just keep that in and play it up the pitch. Mourinho has come onto the pitch to win to get the ball off. Again, playing up for the cameras, of course. Where's this extra a minute of added time coming from, by the way? Cucurella will win the ball forward. He'll smash it into the stands. And the referee will call for full time. And Chelsea have won our first game in the Champions League in game week 2. That was a lot more stressful at the end there. It really needed to be. And again, I think it's an absolute fucking travesty that he's given Joao Pedro a second yellow there. Absolute joke. But we do win the game. That's all that matters. And we can end the poll because Chelsea have won. So that was a very professional performance from Chelsea, honestly. We got ahead and we looked pretty comfortable for the majority of the game. There was a little bit of nerves at the end, as there often is with these types of things, but apart from that, very, very well controlled. I'm going to go into the bingo card. I'm just going to close the Sky Go app because it's going to annoy me. Wobble. Here's a bingo. Let's check off as much as we can. I said if we get two bingos here, we're going to be gifting 5 Membies in the next stream. So, forgot the timer. I did forget the timer in the second half. That's not the right colour. That is not the right colour. That's the right colour. Buonanotte player of the match. No, I don't think Buonanotte was the player of the match. Clean sheet. We do get this. Big Ben, solid. Yeah, I think he was very, very good. We don't get a goal from Garnacho, although he was involved in it. We do get an Esteval bench appearance. We do get Caicedo enemy number 1, of course. Sanchez wonder save. I think both his saves, even though technically they weren't actual. I don't think they're actually going to count as saves because the chances were both offside. I think that was pretty good. We do get the on second look, and because it's an own goal, that's an unlikely goal scorer. We've already got 1 bingo. We just need 2. Mono Rap Gods on comms. Again, you guys need to call me out on this. I don't know if I did this or not. I probably did. I feel like I talk too quickly all the time. Our season is cursed. Yeah, it fully is. Who's the worst passer on the team? I would say, in terms of actual like passing the ball forward, I would say, let's think. Probably, it's one of the centre backs. I'm trying to think which centre back though. Is it one of the centre backs? It might be Malo Gusto. I think it's Malo Gusto, actually. I think Gusto is the worst passer on the team by far. But then again, he doesn't really need to do that as much. So, we don't get a Guiu return, unfortunately. The free space was for if I went and got my takeaway. Or what was the other one? The Jose Mourinho chant. That's what someone said in chat. So we'll take that for the Jose Mourinho chant. Basketball in full flow. We do see this at times today. Most words of the refs, yes. Classic Mourinho antics, yes. Worldy, no. Over to Argentina players. Argentinian players is what I'm trying to say. Don't get a correct prediction. Refs call screws Chelsea. I'm going to say yes, because why is that a red card? Tie in the sky, absolutely not. One or not a goal / assist, absolutely not. Weird sub? Is there any weird subs? I think most of our subs were like for like, right? James on for Gusto, Josh on for Benoit, Esteval into the middle for Buonanotte, George off for Joao Pedro. Yeah, no, they're all pretty normal. We do get no box crasher. We do get first win in groups. We are one away. If maybe if we decided to flip some of these around at some point, we would have gotten 2. Or if we got the correct prediction, we would have gotten 2. Or if we got the weird sub, we would have gotten 2. But unfortunately, we don't. I might still gift them away anyway, because why not? I'm nice like that. But we'll take the 3 points in the group stage. And yeah, we'll be back for another watch along. When is the Liverpool game? I need to check, because I don't keep up with dates too quick. To be quite honest, it's Saturday the 4th of October at 5:30. So the stream will go live at 5:15 on Saturday. Obviously, we'll react to the Liverpool game as well. And in terms of videos, I'm not sure when the next one will be. I've got actually kind of a future of this channel video kind of brewing in the background, which I'm a bit anxious to kind of post yet. So we'll see what happens in terms of future videos. But as for the watch alongs, they're going to stay the same. So watch along on Saturday. Thank you guys for hanging out as ever. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, let's get some keep the blue flag flying highs in the chat before I end the stream. I can actually do I have the emote? Yeah, I do have the emote. There we go. We've got these. Well, bam. If you remember, you can put those in. If not, you can type it out. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be